Yeah, but you were looking at me.
You were at me like I didn't know.
We were fighting before this.
Since, like, I don't know why. It's kind of fun to piss you off.
You dumb geever girl.
I remember when me asking a question, then interrupting the answer. Hello, everybody.
I'm back.
You didn't think I could hold that for that long, did ya? I have many talents that people don't know.
Fucking nuts, man. What a way to start.
You made me film 2 episodes alone. Of course I'm nuts.
Was it hard filming 2 filler episodes? Oh, you poor baby. Oh, you little baby.
Touche.
No, I was really sick this week.
She was really sick.
I lost my... I still, like, you can tell it's a little, like, 90% back. I was super sick. I lost my voice. I could not even talk. So Poki had to fill in for me, which was amazing.
Oh, thank you,
I
Pumpkin.
heard you ask stuff to the staff.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I grilled them. Like, give me your childhood traumas right now. We need content.
Nice. Daniel didn't talk about me, did he?
Daniel honestly said, it's like I don't have a sister anymore. She's dead to me. She's just my boss now.
Oh.
That's CEO Lily Pichu now.
What? That is not true. I still treat him like a brother.
No, you do. I was telling him you actually, like, you kind of give him Nepo treatment.
I do.
Which is so nice. And, like, you want him to get paid. You want him to make money.
I don't even know how much he pays himself. I said, don't tell me. Just pay yourself how much you want.
Do you know how crazy it is to, like, give someone that privilege? Wow.
He has all my bank accounts. He could fuck me over
anytime. It's a good
anytime.
life to be Lily Pichu's brother. That's all I can say.
And then you had to do a guest episode by yourself.
Yes.
Too.
By the way, guys, again, sorry for the last couple episodes, which we're all pre-filming right now because I'm leaving for Shanghai. But apologies if it seemed like I could have prepped better. I totally could have. It's legit like Lily woke up day of and she just could not speak. So I felt kind of bad. I mean, I'm glad I did the episodes either way, but I felt bad because I'm like, I could have done them better. But anyways, in the future, if we know ahead of time and you're not feeling well, I'll make sure to maybe get a filler guest or have something specific to talk about. So either way, I hope you guys enjoyed. We can tease that there's a guest episode on the way that we already filmed.
Yeah.
Sadly, Lily's not there.
I was sick.
But I yap it up nonetheless.
Yeah. Kind of confusing, but yeah, you're going to see a past episode after this one.
Yes.
It's a guest episode. Yes. Because Poki is going to Shanghai.
So we're doing 3 episodes in a week.
Such a busy lady you are. Why so busy, huh?
I'm trying to make the most of life.
You know, I like that. Live your life to this fullest, you know?
Thank you so much. I could die tomorrow.
Don't put that in. Who's typing that? Delete it.
Wasn't Lily supposed to?
Go.
Lily's also a busy woman.
We're
She's hard to get
busy,
a hold of for
We're
2 weeks.
Super busy. I've been busy this week. I had so first I have Sajam Slam, the 5th one I believe. I was in the 3rd one, which I won that time. I'm back, but I'm in like a seed above mine this time, and my bracket
is that a difficulty seed, right? So it's like higher difficulty.
Street Fighter is like a fighting game, 1v1, right? So how do you do that as a team?
Bitch, I'm not dumb.
I'm prefacing it. I'm cranky.
Sorry, sometimes I forget there's an audience. Some of you guys might not know it's Street Fighter.
But she's telling me to explain it.
Yeah, but you were looking at me.
You were looking at me like I didn't know.
I fucking know what Street Fighter is. I watch you play this shit literally all the fucking time.
We were fighting before this.
Since I came out my mom's vagina, I know what Street Fighter is.
You always give me shit for not explaining it to the audience.
If you're explaining it to them, not me.
There's audio listeners. No, I'm looking at the camera.
Audio listeners tell us right now. You know what Street Fighter is. You know what Street Fighter is.
God, holy fucking shit. I'm never explaining. I'm never giving context. I'm never doing anything ever again.
Oh, baby, I'm sorry.
Don't do that. I forgive you. You're so cute.
I can't say mad at you. I just get a little feisty sometimes.
I do like you feisty.
I know you mean no harm.
I know you're kind of spicy today.
Exactly. Anyways, tell me more about Street Fighter. What is that?
You dumb geever girl.
Oh, I missed this, man. 2 episodes without you. Yeah,
because it's a 1-on-1, 1v1. How do you make it into a team game? So we put people in like 5 tiers, the coach being the highest, and it goes from like lowest skill level to higher skill level. So bracket 1 is the lowest new to Street Fighter. Elam's in that tier. Elam's playing, yeah.
I don't know why Elam even tries. He's already got 2 L's in his name. Like, what does he think is gonna happen?
2 L's make a W.
That is a...
Elam?
Elam.
Elam.
There's a...
I'm gonna win.
I'm gonna take a sip of tea.
This tea is great, by the way. Thank you, Aiko.
Is that honey I taste?
Mm-hmm.
So
I
good.
asked her for honey
Very
because we
good.
need some throat soothing.
And tier 2 is like, above that. That's where I am.
Mhm.
There's tier 3, tier 4, then the coach, right?
Mm.
So tier 1s go against each other on the other team.
So you were
and
in tier 1 before.
I was in tier 1 before.
Now you're in tier 2.
I'm in
Dun,
tier
dun,
2. But
dun.
tier 2, right now, the bracket I'm in is like filled with so many good players.
Ooh, like who?
Scar's in it for one. Scar wasn't the
Mm.
last one too, but he was in tier 2 last time too.
What's up with
Curious.
that?
Huh? Scar?
Lily, that just means you improved
Huh?
and he didn't.
No, I'm just salty because he beat me like 2-0 both round robin
Damn.
days,
Yeah,
and
Scar's
I
really
ended
good.
stream. I was
I would have done the same.
I was so upset because I had no chance. Like he
Mhm.
just completely destroyed me. Anyway, so the first round robin day, I went 1-6. I won 1, lost 6.
Mhm.
Second round robin day, I won 2, lost 5. So I'm still not doing really good.
Mhm.
Tomorrow's the final, so I'm trying to like grind it out
Is it
today.
1 day per week or?
So it's 3 days total. The
Mhm.
first day is round robin. You verse there's like 7 other
Yeah,
teams.
but it's spread out across how many days?
a day in between each one.
Oh,
Yeah, so I just did it
so
yesterday.
3 game days in a weekish.
Yeah.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Yeah, it's like super. Everyone's like
You're
grinding.
actually so busy because I know that sounds like 3 days in a week, but actually aside from that, she's always practicing. She's
Yeah, but it's not good
practicing.
enough. I keep
But that's
losing.
okay, you're improving. So
I
then if you
am?
play in the next Sajam Slam in tier 2, hopefully still, you'll be that much better.
Hopefully. Yeah. But that's what I've been doing. There's also there's like a little event hosted by our friends called Roomie Rumble.
Yes.
Yeah, where they do like a different game every week.
Yeah.
And like this week was CSGO. So funny. Lud like crashed out on our team. It was so funny.
I saw Reddit threads about this, but I didn't see any of the crash out and I didn't get to watch this week. Can we please pull up a clip? Like, I need to know what happened. Because here's the thing. I could see like Lud funny crashing out, but for there to be threads about it, I'm like, wait, what happened?
Anyway, so
Damn, me talking shit about you. No, no,
No.
no. I need to get the full story before we discuss this. Is that okay?
what do you
Or
mean?
do you want to comment and then?
Oh, I'm trying to add context.
Okay.
Why I couldn't calm.
Mm.
I was sick. I literally could not talk.
The way he said she can't calm, like she's incompetent, but she can't calm.
No,
'cause
he knew this.
She has no voice.
He knew this. I told them like, hey guys, I'm really sorry I can't talk. I was super sick. There was one point where I think he crashed out too when I think was it Shoto or June or whatever. Like
Mhm.
someone had to defuse the bomb.
Yeah.
Nobody defused it. Anyway, it was just really funny.
Wait, is there like a good clip of him just like going crazy? Because I feel like it must.
I'm sure
There
that
must
I
be
just
like a
don't know when.
climax of it.
On B. Dude, I fucking hate my bitch ass team. I swear to God, I'd say it to their face if it wasn't. God damn it, they can't do shit! Useless ass, fucking trick ass bitches! Sorry, I had to get that off my chest. I had to get that off my chest.
This is the best fucking clip ever. I need to animate this.
Ass trick ass team.
I need it. This is an
that would be
animatable
so
clip.
funny.
Oh my god.
Can you animate it for the podcast?
That would be so funny.
Oh, that's so good.
God, it's so funny. Anyway,
And we can post a short.
I didn't see that. So you know what's funny? The entire time we're playing, I
Yeah.
just hear him like when he does push to talk.
Yes, where he's
like,
so
hey, I
sweet.
think I called that, but whatever. Yeah, blah blah blah, whatever. And then like I didn't know he was like yelling and stuff, right?
Mhm,
Out of curiosity, I opened his chat while we were playing,
mhm.
but not open his stream.
Mhm.
So I didn't know what he was saying. But his chat was like going crazy, like, yo, yeah, it's not your fault, all this stuff. Like, and I'm like, whoa, what is he saying? I was like so curious, but now I know the context. That's so funny. His crashing out is hilarious. Like, I feel for him, but like, it's really funny.
I'm not gonna lie, when I look at it, I didn't read the Reddit thread, so I don't know if people were legitimately upset. I'm not gonna lie though, when I look at that, I can't help but laugh. One, because he's intentionally saying it in a way that's so extra to be funny.
He's trying to be funny too, yeah.
But also, two, God, I would react the same fucking way. I'm so like this in games. Actually, mainly Valorant. I get so competitive in Valorant, even when I play with my friends. When something goes wrong, I called that out. I told them they were there. Why aren't they trading me? Why are they baiting? It's Lily. And it's like, and it's like, also, this is a game. Well, then again, I don't know how intense Ludwig is about CSGO, but a lot of the time, like, I would play so much Valo that I obviously got better than people who were maybe just playing casually. But then it's like, girl, why you getting pissed at people that play this shit casually? They're casuals. So I get where he's coming from, but I also like that he's at least making it funny.
It was hilarious.
Yeah.
And at the very end,
And more so banter than like, damn, that guy's. I actually hate the passive aggressive. That's the shit that I don't like. But if he's actually just like
Aggressive
losing it and being funny, aggressive or passive aggressive, like little comments. You know, when someone makes a little comment like that, that isn't
Ooh, I
so
wouldn't have done
bad.
that.
But then the chat hoppers will go and be like, "You're
Yeah.
so bad." Because someone else on the team made a pass, that kind of
Well,
thing.
that kind of reaction elicits like two things, right?
Mhm.
One, chat's like, dude, I don't blame you. Your team is ass. Two,
I don't like
what
that.
the fuck are you saying? You're just as bad, bro. Like, it's only those two. Like, I've seen responses where like, yo, I don't blame Ludwig. His team wasn't blah, 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 blah. And then the other team's like, bro,
He's
Lud
ass,
doesn't even know how to play.
That's what I was saying. I was like, wait a second. I don't think Lud is competitive at this, though. But honestly, pretty funny.
It's just for entertainment at the end of the day. But
And as long as the team wasn't hurt by any of it.
well, at the
like
I was
anyone
gonna say
bothering.
at the
Yeah.
very near the end, the vibes were a little atrocious. It was
Oh,
getting
really?
no, because we went OT
Mhm.
like 3-4 times overtime. Like, and you know Counter Strike, if you go OT, you have to play like 4 rounds to close it. I don't remember what it
didn't know
is.
that.
It's not like Valorant where you
Or you have to be up by 2.
no, you have to
Yeah.
win by like you have to play like 4 or something minimum or something.
Jesus.
I don't remember, but it went like that 3 times, I think. So that's
Mhm.
like
Did you guys end up winning the OT?
no, we lost. That's the thing. We lost every game that day. We played Counter Strike for 5 hours and lost every single game. So at the very end, I felt the vibes like kind of like. So,
Uh-huh.
hey guys, don't worry. Lud, you did a great job. It didn't work.
I would have listened. I would have felt better.
Oh, it was so funny though. Anyway, that's the Roomie Rumble
That's funny as
experience.
hell. How else has Roomie Rumble been?
Um,
I remember when me asking a question, then interrupting the answer. Look of disappointment. I'll let you answer, then I'll speak.
what was the question again?
How else has Roomie Rumble been?
Oh. That day was a little stressful because it was like 5 hours of
Mhm.
CS:GO, and I was really sick. I had to practice Street Fighter 2, and we ended up losing every
Damn.
CS game anyway.
You're doing a lot of gaming.
Yeah, that day was
girl.
rough. This week was rough just
Mhm.
because like I was so sick, and then like I can't do anything. I had to move recording dates. I missed auditions. Like I can't play Street
Doesn't
Fighter
it feel
well.
the worst? I swear there's really been something going around. I feel like everybody's coughing and sneezing and tooting and puking and pooping and pissing and whatever. Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah.
Anyways, I was gonna say, I remember when Mi Young invited me to Roomie Rumble, I was like, this sounds so cute. Actually, this is my thought process. I read the words Roomie Rumble, then I was like, yikes, does that mean I have to play with Elam? I'm not doing that. And then I read, oh no, like teams are drafted and it'll be like a big group, blah, blah. And I was like, slay. And it was like once per week. And I was like, slay. And then I realized, oh no, no, no. I've played these games before, literally. I feel like when it comes to tournaments or events like that, even if it's 1 day a week or if it's a 2-3 day tournament, if the teams are drafted prior to the date of the event or it is ongoing, I feel like there's always an expectation for people to practice a lot. And people do. Sometimes people practice every day the game that they then play once a week. And I was just like, I don't think I can commit that much time. Though I would have loved to play even just once a week, but I know I would have disappointed people if I was bad at something. Also, I would have disappointed myself. I hate being ass at shit.
Mm.
So,
I had the same thought process as you. I'm like, I don't know if I can commit to this. And I
Mhm.
told her, I'm not sure.
Mhm.
And then I find out I was drafted the day of. And I was like, okay,
well,
just go with the flow.
I do feel like you're doing well, and I feel like you put in a decent amount of effort from what I've seen.
NBA was the worst week of my life.
Oh, I love when you uploaded your face.
That was funny. I uploaded
I love
the
when
face
everyone did
scanner in
that.
NBA.
Yeah.
They made my glasses into a tattoo, which was really funny. But it's such a poorly optimized game for the PC. Like even making the lobby, it takes like so much time.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, so that was really frustrating. I wasn't good at it. Like I was trying, but I wasn't good at it. So I'm like
I think it's a hard game to be good at, especially in like just a few days.
also really not good at CS. The only game I felt comfortable with so far was League of Legends. But we can't do shit against balls.
Balls.
Balls. Is Rumble top.
Freaking balls. Goddamn, cough the other way. I'm already coughing a little, Jesus. But that. Oh! Spit in my mouth. When you heal. When you heal. Anyways, it's just me now. Do you guys want to hear me sip tea? I hear Lily like loogying. Is that the word? Yep. Is there another term for when you're spitting up mucus? Yeah, she says when it happens, you gotta spit it out. It's true. But did you guys know it's equally okay to swallow it because the acid in your stomach will
I tried
disintegrate it all.
swallowing it, but it doesn't work. It just comes back out. Anyway, so I have to spit it out.
Weak throat.
Okay. Whatever.
My stomach acid disintegrates the hell out of that shit. Bye. I do agree though, sometimes if it does get stuck or if you have just too much in your
You gotta
system,
get
just
it
spit
out.
it out.
Yeah. This is the worst part about the sickness for me. Well, besides the throat.
I call it like the draining phase.
Yeah,
Because you're draining your body
You're
of the
kind of
mucus.
getting rid of all the mucus. You're healing at least, you know? My voice is kind of back, so that's nice. So yeah, I've been sick like all week. I did not go to a doctor, which I maybe should have. But hey, today's sponsor will make it easier because, I got over my sickness, but I don't need to go to the doctor. But, using DocDoc, I would be in safe hands booking high quality in network doctors that I can instantly book an appointment with. A free app and website.
We're talking about booking in-network appointments with more than 100,000 doctors across the entire country, and oftentimes you can get an appointment either same day or next day. It's very, very quick, easy, and convenient.
Once you find the right doctor, you can see their actual appointment openings. You choose a time slot that works for you, instantly book a visit for mental health, dental health, primary care, urgent care, and more. So don't be like me. Don't put off those doctor's appointment and go to ZocDoc.com/sweetandsour to find and instantly book a top-rated doctor today.
That's ZocDoc.com/sweetandsour. ZocDoc.com/sweetandsour.
Thank you.
Enjoy. I'm so excited to go to Shanghai. I haven't publicly announced it yet, but since this will come out in a little bit, I can talk about I am going to Shanghai with Fauzia, who is my friend. She's like the multiverse version of me. It's really freaky. We're both Moroccan. I don't recall if she was also born in Morocco. I think so. We're both Moroccan. We both grew up in Canada. We both studied engineering. We're both now living in LA. We both have parents who are teachers. We just have so much in common. It's freaky, but it's also very validating to my existence and identity as a human being. Anyways, I'm going to Shanghai with her. She was in China for 9 months to a year-ish because she participated in like this singer competition. I think it's just called The Singer, but it's like their American Idol, you know? And so cool. She ended up getting second, and she is incredible, like so fucking talented. But yeah, she was in China for a long time. And I've been wanting to go back because the first time that I went, I got sick. Yuck. So I figured who better to go back with than her? Because with Lily, it's hard to get her anywhere. But Lily and I are making a little trip to somewhere in July.
We are? Oh,
This
we
bitch,
are.
bro. You tell him.
San Francisco? Yay, we're going to opensauce in San Francisco, which you should go to because Michael loves opensauce and he helps work on it kind of and stuff, yeah.
Yes, we are going to opensauce. It should be fun. And yeah, that's really about it. We'll be in San Francisco for like 2-3 days. We're going to film an episode out there.
We are? Nah, we're gonna film an episode in San Francisco.
Hello? Actually, do you want to travel somewhere this year?
Do I want to travel? Yeah.
Where? Like somewhere in particular.
Oh, in particular?
Mm-hmm.
Bora Bora. The Maldives?
Bora Bora. The Maldives.
Maldives?
Yeah, I don't know how it's pronounced either. I've also really been wanting to go somewhere with some blue ass water. You know, you see those photos on
Hawaii.
freaking IG and it's just the water's so blue. Hasn't been polluted a day in its life. Or it's filtered. I don't give a fuck. I want to go there. I also really want to go to Dubai. I think those are the top 2 on my list, actually. I also want to go somewhere with you, though. Maybe like a Japan, Korea type thing.
Jersey. New Jersey.
Right,
It's really good.
right.
My mom visited recently, right?
I
Oh, you
saw.
her, yeah.
I saw your mom. I didn't even see you.
How sick, man.
I said,
I
안녕하세요.
knew you were gonna say that.
And then I hit her with the 사랑해.
She was like, "Oh, she's so pretty" when she came to me. It was cute.
That's so cute.
She cleaned every inch of our house, which was very nice of her.
I love that.
But I wish I wish I recorded her every time she complained about something in LA because it was so funny.
Like what?
This is so expensive. In New Jersey, you can get this for half the price. Like,
Mhm.
just like a little thing. She looked at my Crocs.
Mhm.
She's like, "Why are you wearing such ugly shoes?" She pulls up Amazon. She's like, "Buying new Crocs."
Oh my god.
She's like, why are you choosing to wear such dirty, ugly shoes? She just could not
That would be a
understand.
funny compilation. All the things my mom complained about while visiting me in LA.
It was really funny. She was just shat on LA. She's like, I miss New Jersey. I miss New Jersey.
Mhm.
Just constantly. You know, we went to Heidi Lao, right?
Yeah.
Which is a really
Yum. Such a good hot pot spot.
mhm.
Highly recommend.
Right. So because Daniel and I wanted to take her to a restaurant before she left, so it was Heidi Lao.
Mhm.
And it was really good. You know, we showed her the dancing noodles where they come out and like do a little dance for the noodle, whatever.
Mhm.
The bill came out a little high because Heidi Lao is not cheap, right? She's so expensive. She goes back to New Jersey. She gets hot pot. She shows me a video of hot pot, and she's like, "This is only $40."
You got that too?
Yeah, she sent it to both of us.
You sent it to me right
Separately?
now. Yes.
That's so funny.
Like just like a video of her taking.
That's such a mom thing. I love that though. It's so cute. I'm at the stage in my life where like I've stopped trying to even like change my mom's little quirks like that. I know anytime I buy anything, she'll be like, "Honey, save your money." Okay, she'll be like, "Buy a house." You buy a house. She'll be like, "Save your money, buy another house." I know she'll never stop. She'll never stop. So
It's
I'm like,
cute.
"Yes, mom. Yes, mom."
Also, because like my mom worked in the restaurant business for like so long, so every time we go to a restaurant, she's so critical. Like we went to a Thai restaurant I thought was good, and they came out with like a chicken soup, right? She's
Mhm.
like tasted. She's like, "It's just water. Did you pay for this?" I'm like, "No, it came with the meal. Came with the meal." And she's like, "Yeah, it's just water." I'm like, "Well, she wasn't wrong. It was like watery as fuck, but like
Not
just
enough broth.
very critical of everything. It's
But
very
I feel like
hard to
Heidi Lau's high
impress her
quality at least.
in restaurants. Like she's never
Is there anywhere?
has anywhere impressed her.
Take her to Bavel. I feel like Bavel would impress her.
Mm.
Don't let her see the receipt. Do not let her see the receipt. Just eat.
Next time
Yeah.
we'll try to impress her with another restaurant. Because
Especially
so
the
far,
mushroom skewers, but tell her it's meat. And then have her eat it. And then after be like, that was just mushroom, not meat. They have these really, really yummy mushroom skewers that taste exactly like meat.
oh,
Yeah.
we'll try again next time.
I'd like to take her out next time she's here.
Please.
Yeah, but
She'd
you were
love
sick,
that.
so we couldn't really do anything.
I know. I feel
Next time, though. I was talking to my mom on the phone this morning for like 30 minutes, an hour. And my brother is getting married this summer. Yep. He's getting married at the end of August. I'm very excited. And the thing is, how do I say this? Canadian traditions are very different than Moroccan traditions
Mhm.
when it comes to marriage.
Mm.
In Morocco or in our culture, we don't really have like a bridal shower. I was thinking a baby shower. I'm like, they ain't got no baby. A bridal shower, right? And so she kept talking to me before. She's like, I didn't really know what to get her for the bridal shower. This was weeks ago. And the bridal shower happened. And she was talking to me about it today. And she says, yeah, so since it was a bridal shower, I got her a bathrobe and slippers
Mhm.
because it's a shower, right? I was like, Mom,
That's so
not
cute.
that
though.
kind of shine.
I mean, that's a great gift regardless. A bathrobe and slippers.
I was like, you're so cute,
Why
sweetie.
why is it called a shower?
I don't know. One of the traditions that I love in Morocco is actually at the pre-wedding ceremony. Apparently, the bride is supposed to wear green, and then the wedding ceremony, girl, the bride is supposed to have like 7 different outfit changes, 7 dresses, 7. So many different kaftans. It's actually just a fashion show. Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, look at all those beautiful kaftans. I want that to be me. Oh, I'm gonna have the craziest wedding ever.
I am so excited for your future wedding.
Look at
Poki.
how bougie that looks.
Can you like get married already?
But also, this is for anyone. Like, if you're having a wedding, it's gonna look this level of bougie. Can I what?
Can you marry already so I can go?
I'd rather find the right man first, and
All
then
right, I forgot that
right,
step.
that
Yeah,
right,
no,
that
it
part,
totally
that
makes
part.
sense. Yeah.
Then
fuck.
again, maybe if I hit a certain age, like I'll just have a
Marry
marriage.
yourself.
Like, look at that, and it's just me.
Marry
It's just me getting
now.
carried out like that
That's beautiful.
with 4 men carrying me. I fucking love Moroccan culture. It's so cool.
I don't know if it's too personal a question,
What's
but is he marrying someone of a different culture? And like, is there like
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, my brother obviously is Moroccan like me. His fiance, I believe, is what's the Polish. I was thinking Holland. I'm like, no, Poland. She's Polish. They make great pierogies. So it's kind of just like a mixture of cultures, which is really cool. She's partaking in some Moroccan traditions. Like I know during the bridal shower, she did henna, she did wear something green, things like that. I'm really curious what their wedding is going to be like, though, because they're in Canada, I think it will lean a lot more traditional Canadian just because that's what is most accessible there. But I think they'll still have Moroccan touches. Yeah, I'm so excited. I will be vlogging that.
Your wedding?
Mine?
Yeah.
Maybe. That depends
Would
on
you
my
make
husband.
your
Actually,
wedding?
I hope I marry someone who's like, you should make content out of this because it's gonna look amazing.
That's cute.
I will vlog my brother's wedding.
Aw.
Yeah. It'd be good.
Cute.
Very. Lily, oh yeah, you painted Michael's shed, right?
Right.
What's that?
He asked me to paint his shed.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, okay.
Cute.
Can I paint anything?
Yeah.
He's like, yeah.
Okay.
I'm like, okay. So obviously, I immediately Google image search. You know the emote sus kiss?
Do I? Can I look at sus kiss,
You should
please?
show her sus kiss.
Yes. Ew.
It's
That's a
two
lot of
Among Us
saliva.
kissing.
Yep.
Yeah. So that's what I did. I drew a minion and a pink Among Us kissing.
I love it.
He loved it.
Aw, I'm
loved
sure
it.
he did. You guys are so cute.
It's like it's like honestly, like if I die, I
Mhm.
want this to be like what I'm remembered by.
The sus Among Us kiss?
No, the painting I did of the minion and Among Us kissing. And the Among Us Twitter account responded, by the way.
Of course.
What did they say?
Also, you looked so cute in that fit. That fit is so you.
They said, I don't know what to do with this information, but thanks, Queen. It was cute.
This is so adorable. It is. I love it. Oh my god, guys. We're coming out with a little Poki bean. It's right here, if you can see, for the video listeners and for the audio listeners.
That's
Can you
like the
describe it?
final one, isn't it?
It's right below. It's right.
Take this one.
Yes. Wait, oh, wait, what?
This one's more final.
Oh.
This one's a little different. Catch!
This is the real final Poki little bean.
I make little plushies based on my friends.
Mhm.
That one's based on Mimi and Poki. And Poki signed a butt.
I did. There's a little stitch signature with my name. It's so cute. It's so fluffy. And it has a little butthole in case you were wondering. Yeah, it's an important detail. You know, things like this are all in the detail. How many different samples were there? Because they made so many adjustments to really make it this cute.
So many.
Like
Working
10 plus?
with plushies makes me like just merchandise in general. It's just constant sample
Yeah.
notes, bring it back, sample
Change
notes,
this.
bring it back, and
And you
that
can
can take
feel
like
the squishiness inside.
months sometimes. Yeah,
Yeah, it took a long time. But
I think it
it
came out
turned
pretty
out
cute.
so
It
cute,
came out
and it
very
has a
cute.
little tail. If they want to check it out, where should they go?
lilbeans.store.
Lil Beans. lilbeans.store. Oh my god, I love this. Very squishy, very cute. My Mimi, I miss her. I wish I could take my cats for a walk. Oh my god, today I went on my morning walk And I kind of woke up and I missed Loopy. I was like, damn, I wish I could just teleport Loopy to me for the morning so I could just have a dog when I
to
walk.
walk, yeah.
Yeah, but to be honest, at the end of the day, like she's her owner's. Yes, she's happy with me, but she's happiest when she knows her owner is alive and I'm also there. She was there at board game night last night, Loopy.
Mm.
Oh my God. And this was the first time that he brought Loopy to board game night, which, by the way, if you guys don't know, our lovely friend Leslie, she hosts these board game
I was
nights.
so sad I couldn't go again because I had a shoot.
I know, you, Broden, and Yvonne all couldn't make
Yeah,
it.
because
It
we
was
had
very
a
sad.
shoot, but
Yeah.
it was an art-based shoot. I
So
couldn't
you
not
couldn't
go, you know?
skip.
It was like a drawing thing.
I know. And so, oh yeah, he brought Loopy for the first time. So it was Loopy's first time seeing everyone and everyone's first time seeing the dog Loopy. She got so excited because everybody was freaking out about how cute she is, right? She's so happy. She's jumping around. She's getting pet by everybody. She pees herself. Isn't that so cute?
She what?
She peed herself.
Oh, because she was so excited.
Yeah.
Damn.
And because this was a dog that I've become more attached to, I'm like, oh my God, that's so cute.
Well,
Poor bladder control. So cute. And it made me realize,
people
like,
said that
damn,
about
when you
me.
really like
I mean,
something,
Poki said that about me.
if you did, I'd be like, oh, what's wrong with Lily Page?
Me too, yeah. Go on.
Actually reminds me of when you did that Nani Daski to
Oh,
Michael, and he's like, we're gonna get you the best doctors. Like when you see something you love, it does something like that. Oh, poor baby.
I gotta tell you something about Michael.
Wait, okay.
After your top.
Yes. So, yeah, Loopy peed herself. It was adorable. I cleaned it all up. Not even my dog. I still cleaned it up. And I was thinking, like, I feel bad sometimes when she would sleep over because I could tell she was okay, but I could tell she missed her owner. So it's like, you know what? I wish I could just teleport her. I'd take her on a walk and then give her back or something. You know what I mean?
She's such a good dog.
She is. The last part of this little tangent, this morning, again, on my walk, no dog, sadly, on my way back to my home, I come across a stroller. I always look in a stroller. I'm like, I want to see a baby. It was a rag doll. This lady was walking her rag doll in a stroller.
Yeah, I mean, if it's not hurting anybody.
No, I thought it was so cute. It was a bit confusing because I'm like, actually, for starters, the fact that the cat actually was a little baby kitten rag doll. She was just sat there looking perfect.
Oh my God, I thought you meant the doll. I was
No,
really...
sorry. I meant a kitten rag doll, like Mimi. She looked just like baby
I
Mimi.
was so confused, but now it makes sense.
Now it makes sense why you're like, well, if it's not hurting
That's
anyone,
what I mean.
you're trying to be non-judgmental. I was like, well, like it was a cat in a stroller. It was kind of
Cats,
fun.
I mean, like, even if it was like a doll in a stroller, like, you know, whatever floats your boat, man.
Okay, yeah, you'd be like,
Whatever
whatever
rocks your
floats your boat.
carriage,
But I know
man.
for me, I'd be like, is everything okay? Anyways, so cute. This kitten is just sat in a stroller and this lady's just pushing the stroller like it's nobody's business, which in a way it isn't. But I wanted it to be my business. I was like, oh, why? The cat is so chill. Is it used to this? How does this function? And it's also interesting that the cat was in a stroller, not on a leash. What does it all mean? Either way, such cute imagery. It felt like a little blessing. It was
Yeah,
very
but
cool.
the cat doesn't like jump out or something.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's
But she
surprising.
what? Exactly. She was just sat.
Once Temmie jumped out of a carriage
Damn.
and then she landed on her face. And one of her
Damn.
tooth like broke or whatever.
Not the money maker.
And there was blood everywhere. And then Daniel called me and I thought she was dying from his tone of
Aw.
voice.
Poor baby.
Poor baby.
I'm glad she's okay.
I had to tell you something. So I'm pretty sure Michael's gonna get he made a short about this. He'll upload it soon, or it might be uploaded by the time this uploads.
Yeah.
I was having a really bad day,
Mm-hmm.
and I went to his room, his
Mhm.
garage. The door was locked. Right?
Hmm.
So I was like, why'd you lock the garage door? You know? And he's like, I'm gonna lock it if I want to, you know, stuff like that. And I'm like, well, can you let me know next time if you're gonna? I was just having a really
Of
bad
course.
day, basically. And I was like, can you let me know if you lock it next time? And he's
Yeah.
like, well, I'm just gonna like I lock it whenever. Like I can't tell you every time I lock it, right? But I'm like, no, I just like it's just like, you know, can you just let me know? Blah, 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 blah. And then finally he's like, okay, fine, I'll tell you. I thought that was the end of it. This little shit goes to his garage. He works on a contraption that attaches itself to the garage door lock. Every time you lock it, it sends a message. No, I'm not even done. To a Discord server named Door. The garage door is locked, thumbs up. That pings me. And he's like, are you happy? Wait, I gotta show you. It's so fucking, what is shit, like, so stupid.
I think that's
Look at this.
cool.
It's, first of all, the Discord icon is a door. There's one channel, right? This general. The garage door is locked. Thumbs up. And every time he
Guys,
locks
it's
it,
literally 9 straight messages going, the garage door is locked, thumbs up. The garage door is locked, thumbs up.
I know he added that thumbs up emoji for the passive aggressiveness. And I'm like,
yeah.
you really did this instead of just messaging me? And he's like, yeah, I'm a good boyfriend. I'm like, you're so stupid. But so smart.
I'm so perplexed. I'm like, is that good boyfriend or passive aggressive
No,
boyfriend?
it's definitely passive aggressive, but it's so funny.
But it is very funny.
Anyway, he made a short about it.
This
You
is
can
like
go
one of the
watch it.
pranks y'all do to each other.
Yeah. I can't believe it's like a thing that's attached to the door now. So every time you lock it, I get pinged.
Yeah.
It's so stupid.
Honestly, I'd be the same. I'd be like, why are you locking the door? What you doing in that damn
Well, it's because he doesn't
garage?
want to be disturbed, which I get. You're free to lock your door.
Yeah.
But I was just like, can you just let me know? And I guess he took that as a
You're
slight. I
so
don't know, man.
funny. Oh, I'll let you know.
yeah,
right?
that's the tone. Yeah, I'll let you know. You want to know? I'll let you know.
let
Every
you
time I lock it now.
know. And then someday he'll just be bored. He'll start locking, unlocking, and it'll just send
It
you
was
20
kind of like
pings.
that the first day. Because he's
Damn.
like, here's the link to the Discord. Can you join? I'm like, what is this? And he's like filming me, right? And I'm like, are you fucking serious? He's like the type of person where you say one thing and he'll take it like 5 steps further, no matter what it is.
Damn.
And I cannot go against it because it's like, oh, I have to go even farther than that. I can't go farther than that, right?
That's funny though.
Have you guys watched the show The Rehearsal?
No, what's that?
So it's basically the comedian Nathan Fielder,
Mhm.
and he is like the epitome of like doing it for the bit. Where
Oh, I think I know this.
he goes like all the steps for a singular bit, and it's very entertaining. I think you guys should maybe watch it, but
That sounds like a Michael kind of thing.
yeah,
Yeah, it is. It's
I
very.
see.
Broden showed me that. Nathan Fielder's a
Mhm.
gem.
Okay, now I know what you're talking about. Once you said his name, I'm like, "Oh, I remember his face."
Yeah. He's
Mhm,
really
mhm.
funny.
Anyways, I feel like we've already been yapping for a while, but let's still touch on today's main.
Wait.
Let's talk about one last thing before we move on to Solace. Lily wanted to chat about something today.
Yeah, I thought our podcast was
Our
like a
podcast.
nice way to kind of announce I will be taking like a little step back from offline TV stuff in general.
Mhm.
I didn't want like a graduation video like yours because I'm not like quitting cold turkey. But I do want to specify I am taking a step back. So I'm not sure how to like incorporate that. You know what I mean?
I think that's really good for you to talk about because then the audience will know what to expect of you.
That's what I mean. Like, I don't
Yes.
want them to expect anything from me
Yes.
from OTV anymore.
yeah,
That's why I'm making this announcement because I don't want people to be like, oh, she's not putting enough effort. Oh, she's not doing this. She's not doing that.
Been there. I know what that's like.
So I'm like, I'm just going to set the expectation now. If you don't
Yeah.
see me in like stuff or whatever, that's just because I'm going to go off, do my own thing.
In hindsight, I
Busy.
wish I had done something like that because I did have those conversations with people in OTV. But I feel like when it comes to the audience, it was hard for them to understand the same thing about me wanting to step back a little bit. So I had to just fully leave. But anyways,
Yeah.
I'd love to hear about how you came to this decision, why now feels like the right time to do that.
I've been having this decision in my head for a while. And I guess I don't want to give like false expectations of audience too.
Mhm.
Like if they're expecting me to go like 150% in, it's not going to happen.
Mhm.
I don't have time or the energy anymore. So I just want to like set realistic expectations. I'm not going to disappear. I'll still be in shoots. Went to a banger shoot last night actually.
Hell yeah.
I think they really, really liked it. I hope we do more art shoots. Anyway, but yeah, that's basically it. I want to keep it super light, super casual. It's nothing that serious.
Is it you think so you feel like you can have time to do other things? Also, you get to allow other members to shine more. Also,
Yeah,
I
I
think
would.
sometimes when you've been a part of something for so many years, which you have, it's natural to want to explore new things.
Yeah, for sure. I also want, like, I think Jody has been really taking initiative and stuff, and I really love that for her. I want her to shine more. I
Yeah.
want her to, like, grow. I want her to do well. I've been in OTV for so long, you know? I would like to do, not like I couldn't do other things before, but you know what I mean? Just
Yeah.
really kind of make a bit more degree of separation. Again, so the audience expectations isn't like,
Mm-hmm.
oh, Lily isn't doing enough or blah, blah, blah. Like, so just so you know, if I'm not in things, you understand.
Also, as your friend, I feel like I've heard you talk a lot about wanting to do more voice acting, more music, more things like that. And that, even alongside making the content that you usually make, is already a lot. And then on top of that, OTV, I'm sure it's not easy to juggle everything.
Yeah.
So at least this might mean more music.
Yeah, and honestly, it's not like, again, I'm not gonna disappear or anything. I'm still gonna
Mm.
show up to shoots once in a while, kind of like you, you know. And then
Mm-hmm.
but not like, I feel like yours was a lot more like, because you had
Yeah.
a whole video.
Yeah.
Yeah, I toyed with that, but then also I was like, I just don't want to make it a. I don't think it's like that
I
big of a
think what
deal.
you're doing is the right solution for what you're looking for, which is
Yeah,
not like, again, it's not changing 180. It's
make like a
a
more gradual
45,
change.
90-degree change. Just a
Yeah,
little bit. That's fair.
yeah.
I'm happy for you.
Thank you.
And it's nice because I feel like it allows you to explore. You don't have to make some sort of big decision where you're leaving. Because even for me, I think I had been thinking about it for 8 months to a year. And I recall for maybe 8-ish months. Actually, do you remember when I talked to OTV and I was like, guys, I need to step back. I don't even fully remember why that was the case. I think I just felt like overly invested. I got butthurt about something. It was so long ago, I don't remember. But again, this was before I technically graduated or we decided to do that. But I was like, well, I'm going to take a bit of a step back, both because my feelings were hurt about something and because it was just hard to manage time wise, and because it was hard for my schedule to coincide with everyone else's when it came to travel or shoots or everything else. And I felt bad making people work around me when a lot of things would work for everyone else. Do you remember that initial talk? Or maybe, actually, there's a chance you weren't there.
It was
I
so
remember
long
Toast
ago.
was there. Such a long time ago.
We've known each other for a long time.
But yeah, I'm happy for you,
Thank you. I just thought I'd announce it where I feel safe and comfy.
as you should.
Chakra ended?
What?
Have you, I asked Michael, hey, just for fun, you a Chakra fan? And he's like, nah, I'm a tie-dye fan.
Aww.
I thought that was
I
really
respect that.
cute. When I look at stuff like that, I
Mhm.
feel so old. I'm like, been there, done that sort of vibe. And my only
I
hope,
know,
I think
right?
it's fun in the moment. I
Yeah.
just hope they both stay safe.
Yeah.
And like people are more, hopefully more respectful and understanding that a lot of it is entertainment. People are playing it up
Yeah.
because it's fun in the moment, you know, etc. But don't
I,
take it too far. Like, be safe.
in instances like that, I just hope both people also keep in mind, like, to separate content from real
Yes.
life. And also the pressures of the internet from how you really feel. Because I think something that isn't spoken about enough is, frankly, when it comes to public relationships, no matter how public you are, there is always a pressure to be together, like in real life. Even if you're doing something that you think is for content, but also there's going to be some feelings. And then if they do end up together, it's just so hard to break up. It's hard enough to end a relationship when you feel like one or two people in a relationship might get hurt. Okay, now imagine there's thousands of people out in the world who are also invested in whether or not this relationship goes on. It puts such a pressure on both people in that dynamic to continue something, even at an instance where maybe they don't want to anymore.
That's so true.
Yeah, so I also think It's good. Like, I think over time, even how common the term parasocial is becoming, though I feel like it's becoming a little overused
Yeah.
and misused, at least audiences are becoming more aware of what is or isn't appropriate to say or do. You know, like if two people do something cute and you comment on it in a cute or fun way, that's fine. If they behave in a way that you don't like and you start going stir crazy, you jumping out the window, let's relax. So at least I feel like every time I see something like this, or the upside to seeing how it is now versus maybe when we experienced it, is I think over time audiences learn a bit more and more, which is good.
I just want them to be okay. They're good kids, you know. They're
Yeah,
young,
yeah.
figuring out life.
Cute.
Chase your happiness.
Yeah, I remember when I was getting fan edits with guys and stuff, and it made me realize you can behave so normally with a man,
They ship you anyway.
but if someone slow-mo edits every time you guys look at each other or anything can turn into like a loving romantic edit if the editor is good enough. Seriously, it's crazy. It reminds me of that song. Do you remember like the smiling one? Who got you smiling like that? Do you Lily? I swear to God,
I'm
sometimes it feels like we're on
sorry that I
different
don't
planets.
know this song
It
that you're
feels like
thinking of.
you should
One
be
out of
sorry.
millions and
You
billions of
should be.
songs out
It's not a
in the
one out of a million
world. Like,
billion. It was very popular.
well, just because it's popular, I should know about it.
Yes.
You're such a conformist.
For the purposes of this podcast, yes, you should know the references that I know.
I don't know your references.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's okay. I was
Grumpy
joking.
now.
I love when you get grumpy, actually. I don't know why. It's kind of fun to piss you off.
I've heard that too many times in
You
my
have
life.
a very fun, pissed face.
Can
like
I talk about
it
this?
looks like this. Like you look to the side, like like an emoji, literally.
I think when I was younger too,
Uh-huh.
I think there was a period of time where a lot of people just liked getting a reaction out of me. They're like, your reactions are so funny. That's why I try to
are.
like blah blah blah. I'm like, stop it! And they're like, see, that's so funny. See?
You're just such a cutie pie. You can't
Okay,
help
whatever.
It.
Whatever,
You can't
man.
help it.
Whatever.
All right, let's hit him with the so last. Who needs life advice from us? Then I really gotta piss. I gotta piss so bad. First story. Should I give up on my situationship? My spidey senses are saying yes, but let's read. I have a bit of a situationship if you'd like to use it for the pod's advice segment. I've been dating a man at my university for about a year, on and off. He and I get along really well with lots of banter and very strongly shared values. I love him dearly. Loving your situationship. Anyways, however, we keep breaking up. Right. We will sometimes see a problem and pretty calmly agree that it's non-surmountable and will agree to part ways. Crazy. Then the pain gets to us and we can't stop hanging out with each other and giving each other advice about dating others, and it just never works. Having a ton of mutual friends doesn't help. He's a bit oversensitive as well. I think there's an immaturity to insisting people walk on eggshells, and in being so freaked out by plans changing. I don't think he's ever had to adapt like I've had to, being a constantly moving international school kid. I think he needs thicker skin and less entitlement. I wonder sometimes if I don't internally respect him enough. Damn. Complicated factor. I grew up abroad and have naturally developed a lot of Asian customs and tastes, despite being white. I think he doesn't understand that I'm not really American. I don't know how to explain it without seeming weird. I try really hard to fit in, but I think people can tell that I only came here a few years ago, even though my passport is American because of my parents. Meanwhile, he grew up in a small town in a southern state and never left. I don't think he sees past the blue eyes, and he seems to think I'm going to be some kind of southern belle. It took him a long time to get him to agree to even travel outside the US because he insists everywhere else is dangerous. That's crazy. While I can't imagine living in the US past college, I want it to work so badly because I love him. I want to have kids with him someday. I know he would be a wonderful husband and father. We planned to get married after college, but he hasn't proposed yet. Now that the relationship has progressed so far, breaking up will be even worse than before. I don't know if I could do it, much less maintain it. Please give me some woman to woman rationality. That was a mess. Sorry, love the podcast. Don't be sorry. You are in quite the pickle. But I just talked a lot, so Lily, can you start?
Yeah, so woman to woman rationality. I think okay, wait, this is the same. She's talking about the same person, both paragraphs.
Mm-hmm.
So you've been with this person for a year? On and off.
They love each other.
On and off for a year doesn't give secure,
And
stable
stable.
relationship
I
at all. I
agree.
think it's way too early to even think about marriage in that case. I have a theory where if you're in a relationship, this is just from my experience, from seeing other people's relationships. When I see people go on and off, it's
Mhm.
usually a huge red flag because that means you
Mhm.
guys have problems that you never fix.
Mhm.
It's happening again and again and again.
You
That's
just
why you
miss
keep,
each other, so you go back on.
yeah, and you're not actually like fixing anything.
Resolving the core issues or core
Mm-mm.
incompatibilities.
It's a big, 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 big red flag. And again, from my experience, a lot of those on and off relationships don't work
Mhm.
because they just end up never fixing it. They get trapped in this like cycle.
Mhm.
So I'm kind of like, and also I wouldn't think of it like, oh, I've been with him for this long already. Like it's so hard to break up. Don't do
It's
that.
been
No,
a
no, 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 no.
year.
Year is
That's
nothing in
nothing.
your grand scheme of life. And
Mhm.
also that's like, sunk cost fallacy. You can't think like that. So those are my, I'm leaning more on like, this isn't looking that great to me from like those 2 paragraphs I read. You also describe him very like, yo, he's oversensitive. Like I have to walk on eggshells. Like he's freaked out by plans changing. He needs thicker skin, less entitlement. He doesn't travel outside. Like you're just listing all these bad things. I think you listed more bad things than good things about him. So from yeah.
I was going to say the same thing. That's what stood out to me the most. To me, actually, the biggest red flag in everything you said is I wonder sometimes if I don't internally respect him enough. This seems to be someone that, yes, you love, and yes, you two are both very attached to one another, especially the fact that you keep breaking up and coming back together and trying to date other people, but it doesn't work. My take is I feel like maybe there's just no one in your immediate circle or school or whatever social space you're in that catches your interest more than this person, but that nonetheless, this is not the right person for you. One thing that I learned is in relationships, for a long term partnership to really work out, a key aspect that needs to be there is mutual admiration. And if you're not even sure if you respect this person and the way that you describe him being overly sensitive, uncultured to some extent, all these things, it sounds like you don't admire him at all.
Mm-mm.
And girl, woman to woman, I also sometimes have a hard time. Like, I can like a guy, but I'm like, but do I admire you? Do I really respect your character and how you tend to go about things? There are so many people that I like, so many people that I've become attached to, but that just means like I have fun with them or that maybe I'm lonely, but you need that mutual admiration. Literally, you need to think of them and look at them and have like heart eye emojis for it to really work out or for that to be someone that you marry. So, honestly, I would say it must be hard because I think you are both having a hard time finding other connections, but try not to be so invested because the more you truly invest in this, the harder it'll be to get over. So either start the getting over process now or start the distancing now.
I think
That's what I would do.
if you're on and off too, it's kind of hard to find a new connection because you're always like
Yeah.
tethered to the one person anyway.
Yeah, and you almost become more tethered every time you go back. It's really unhealthy.
Yeah.
All right, next story.
I have been neighbors and friends with James since I was a child. I'm a year older and he's like a brother to me. He has told me himself that he thinks of me as a role model. We've come to meet Toby in our own separate ways. Eventually, the 3 of us became really good friends in high school. The 2 of them were best friends, which I understand because they are the same age and have the same classes. James began dating Casey, also the same age as Toby and James, during their sophomore year of high school, but broke up by junior year. Okay, already confused. Sorry, hold on.
Yeah.
Neighbor, she's okay. The person's been friend with James. He's
And they're
like a
okay.
brother.
This person is friends with James. They're both also friends with Toby.
Okay, so they're
James,
friends.
Toby, all good friends. James started dating a girl named Cassie.
Okay.
Same age as Toby and James.
And they broke up.
But then they broke up a year later.
And James did not handle the breakup well, and he hated Cassie afterwards. Nobody knew at the time, but Toby ended up dating Cassie in the senior year until freshman year of college.
Damn.
I, along with friends from Toby and Cassie's circle, found out about this after college, but no one told James. I felt that it was not my story to tell. A couple more years later, James got closer with the bigger friend group that I share with Toby and Cassie. I can see James starting to turn around and move on from the past, which is a very big step for him.
Nice.
Almost a month later, Toby decides to let tell James the truth about him dating Cassie behind his back. James obviously feels betrayed and leaves the friend group. Yeah, no one else aside from me and one other person in the friend group knows. Okay. Later on, he tells me that upon talking to his other friends, he decided to disconnect from me. He gives me the ultimatum: leave Toby and Cassie or never speak to him again. This may be a good time to mention that I am deeply in love with Cassie.
What the fuck?
What? And everyone in the circle is aware of this? Wait, so hold
What
on.
the also fuck?
Wait. James and Cassie broke up and Toby started dating Cassie, right?
And this
And-
whole time, OP has been in love with Cassie.
You all need new friend
So
groups.
both of your friends dated the girl that you're in love with?
Well, he's never the OP never dated Cassie.
No, but that's what I said. Both of your friends dated the girl
Oh,
that
yeah.
you're in love with.
Yeah.
Okay, the friend group is the only friend group that I can confidently say I'm close to. These two reasons combined made me choose to stay with Toby and Cassie. It's been 5-6 years since I was given the ultimatum. James moved to another state. The guilt has worn me down over the years. I've spoken to friends outside of the group about this. I've been to therapy for the past year. They all try to tell me it's not my fault James chose to leave. No one has been able to help me or convince me that my choice was not selfish. I've cried so many tears and lost so many nights of sleep over this. Recently, a friend gave me the idea of trying to reconnect with James. There's so many things holding me back from doing this. I don't think he will forgive me. I also don't want to remind him of the past if he has already moved on. What would you do in this situation?
Can I be mean?
Okay.
I'm gonna be sour for a second. You could be sweet if you want. I don't know what these people are telling you. To be honest, you were kind of a shitty friend. You saw one of your friends date your other friend's ex and you didn't tell them. Does that make you Nosferatus or Satan? No. But you were not being a good friend to, was it James?
Yes,
No. Yes.
James.
You are not a good friend to James. And so for him to give you that ultimatum, to be honest, I think James just should have stopped being your friend outright, actually, if he didn't trust you. I don't think an ultimatum in that case, like if you even said yes to staying as James's friend, I don't think that friendship would have been a healthy one because it would have been one that, like, where you would have grown resentment for having to cut out two of your other friends. So either way, you were not put in a great spot, but also you kind of put yourself not in a great spot because in that moment, every time that you chose not to tell James what really happened behind his back, you were already choosing Cassie and Toby over him, which is fine, but that was a decision you made. It's okay to regret it now. I also think if this is something that happened 5-6 years ago and it's still weighing on you, one, there's definitely something here you haven't uncovered, which might be just admitting to yourself, I was not a good friend, and that's okay. No one is a good friend all the time forever for the rest of their like it's okay. And you can forgive yourself for that. And maybe it would help to have a conversation with James. And I think if you approached it in a way where you're like, hey, I'm really sorry. I've realized I did wrong. I feel really guilty about it. It's been on my mind this whole time. We don't have to be friends. You don't have to forgive me, but at least I had to get this off my chest. You just need to, frankly, accept yourself and the mistakes you might have made in the situation.
I would not message James because you need stuff off your chest. I think that's a little selfish too.
Mm.
But don't do it for yourself, if he's already moved on. Do it if you genuinely think like he deserves an apology.
Mhm.
Also, you say like I felt it was not my story to tell. Like you could still believe that, but also like I feel like you should have tried to convince Toby you need to tell
Yeah.
James. Like,
yeah.
but you didn't do anything, which I understand. I like James, rightfully feels probably like really betrayed. Like
Dude, if people in
Yeah.
my friend group knew all that, and
they
yeah.
didn't tell you, like you would feel betrayed, yeah.
Yeah.
Or like they didn't even try to tell you or like make
Mhm.
any effort, which it feels like you didn't at all because
Mhm.
you were also in love with Cassie. It's just
And I know
weird
that
vibes.
complicates things, but honestly, to me, the Cassie, like Cassie is kind of a non-factor. To me, this is all just about friendship dynamics. And he expected a certain level of trust or transparency from you that wasn't delivered. And I think it's okay to just apologize for that if you
Yeah.
really still feel this way about it.
Yeah. But I feel like there's like like a line between like doing it for yourself, like oh I would feel so much better getting this off my chest and like letting James know,
Yeah.
versus like I am genuinely really sorry for what I did, and I just
Mhm.
want to let you know I am sorry. You know expectations.
Yeah, I guess where I was coming at it from is you shouldn't message him
Forgiveness.
expecting forgiveness or expecting a response that's gonna make you feel
Yeah,
better.
yeah.
I'm saying if you get to such a point where you're like, "Damn, I've been thinking about this so long. I've realized my faults or things that I would like to communicate because I feel like this person deserves it," then let him know and don't expect anything in return. But that's why I ended with, like, you need to come to terms with how you behaved, who you were and who you are now, and who you'd like to be and how you want to act, and accept yourself in that regard. And then behave accordingly, whether that involves messaging him respectfully or not.
And it feels like you have a lot of guilt and stuff. It has been 5, 6 years. I
Yeah.
wouldn't punish yourself
a
forever
long
for it. That's a
time,
long time.
yeah.
Yeah. Everyone makes
Over one
mistakes.
friendship.
As long as you grow
Mhm.
and change for the better, you don't have to like punish yourself for the rest of your life.
I agree.
Yeah.
Even even this, I know I might have been a little bit sour initially. It's not because I think it's such a terrible mistake. It's because it makes me sad that something like this has been on your mind that long.
Yeah.
And it seems because you said, I've been in therapy for the past year. They all try to tell me it's not my fault. No one has been able to convince me that my choice was not selfish. It's okay to say, I made a selfish choice and I regret it. And like I still think about it and I'd like to move on from that instead of trying to cope any other way, you know? But you definitely deserve to move past this. And I think you definitely can. So I hope
Yeah.
you get to.
Find peace.
Mm-hmm. Nice. These were really, really good stories. If you'd like to send us your dilemmas, your stories, your confessions, please send them to sweet, the letter N, soursocial at gmail.com. SweetandSourSocial at gmail.com. Please make sure they aren't super long or too hard to read, but give us all the juicy details nonetheless.
Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you in the next one, and we'll see some of y'all on the Patreon. And if we're not seeing you on the Patreon, humph, whatever.
Bye. Do not bother coming upstairs. I will soon succumb to slumber, and your big ogre-like footsteps will surely wake me up.
He said that?
Yeah.
I would actually suffocate him. What are your thoughts? Oh, you're in a long-term, happy, committed relationship. Guess you don't have any.
Yeah.